Hello and welcome to another episode of Space Engineers. Now, I'm excited about this. We're going to space. It is still the same day, in-game day, that I built the ship. It hasn't really been charging for that long, but considering the fact that it only charged for a little bit and then it said I had like 10 hours of flight time, I think this ship is okay to go, considering. Take a look here. Its batteries are 3/4 full. It should be more than enough for the flight. And just in case, we'll grab what we need for a solar panel. Make sure it's the small solar panel and grab everything we need for, I don't know, a couple of them, just in case. And we'll throw that in the cockpit there. We'll grab what we need for a few replacement thrusters, just if we need to rebuild a few of them. And we got everything we need in our cockpit, ready to go. We'll jump in, let us do that, turn our thrusters on, unlock from the base, push away, and I think I'm going to real quickly here, I guess I'm going to leave that there for now. I kind of want to grind it down, but I will just leave it. We got 17 hours of power, more than enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to flatten ourselves out here. We're going to go, and we're going to go straight upwards. We're going. Oh, yeah! I also want to remove that drill from the toolbar there. And we're just rocketing to space. Oh, God. I didn't want to change my direction here. There we go. There we go. I gotta hold Alt in order to be able to look around as I go up and see my base slowly disappear. I'll have all of my little cluster of mineral markers. It'll be where I know my base is. But as we head up, we need to get to 20 or 30 kilometers high, I think it is, before we are going to break out of the atmosphere and get into true space. But thankfully, we've got infinite speed on, so we can get going pretty fast. I'm going to turn off my inertial dampeners so that they're not trying to slow me down as I go up, so I can just get some speed up and then I can just let myself coast as I fly up, watching my heat on the side, making sure I'm not going to go above a few hundred degrees on my stuff because I don't want my ship to melt. Oh yes, gravity's getting lower. The atmosphere is moving away. Our heat is dropping even at full push. So we are pretty much out of the atmosphere. And we can just coast the rest of the way. As we got 350 meters a second, which is like, I don't know, like 500 kilometers an hour. We can just coast our way into space. 23 kilometers, 24 kilometers. Our gravity is almost gone. And we're just about there, pretty much. 30 kilometers. Still some planetary gravity, but I want to slow down a little bit here, because we're now into the realm of asteroids, and we don't want to run into any of them at 300 meters per second, especially up here. So we're just going to give it a nice little slowdown. Also, it sucks. I can't look directly upwards. I guess I can do it this way. Yeah, there's one above us that we don't want to run into, as that would be a big bummer if we came all this way up here and then we just crashed right into a frickin' asteroid. But it looks like that asteroid being right above our base in space is going to probably make a really good place to make a little base. A space-based place. That rhymes. So we'll give ourselves a little bit of speed here. We don't have much gravity, so we're not slowing down that much from it. And then we'll just continue to coast upwards. So close to breaking through. It's got to be 40k that we break through into no gravity. And that's where we'll make our mark of where space is. And almost there. 100 more meters. Oh, still a little bit of planetary gravity. I thought it was lower than this. Still at 0.06. That is a little annoying. Oh man, that rock is getting close, although I think I won't hit it. As we just continue to coast. Oh, there, we hit it. You can start to see the little space particle effects flying by. That's when you cross into actual space with no gravity. So we're going to go in here, going to jump on our GPS. We're going to go new from current position. And we're going to call this... what do I want to call this? I don't know, just... I want to go like base approach. So that way, if we want to approach the base, we can just go to there, and then we know that the base is really close. Oh my god. Beware of trespassing. Okay, I won't go there. That's fine. I won't go there at all. Let's get the ore detector here. Whoop. And let's turn my antenna off, because I know there's some things out here that track you on your antenna on this like the spawns that I have occurring, so I really don't want that to occur. Well, let's look around. This one just above me I still think is probably the best one for me to go and check out right away, so we're going to aim just beside it. That way if we coast past it, that's okay. What we don't want to do is hit it, as we may not have enough stopping thrust compared to the large thruster in the back. Oh my god, I'm in space. Ah, this is amazing. But I don't want to get too close. Be aware of trespassing. Surely I'm 10 kilometers out. They're not going to care for me. But if they start sending people my way, we're going to dive for the atmosphere like crazy. We're just going to go, oh, well, we're out of here. Getting closer. Oh, it's a nice big rock. Alright, let's dampen her down here. Let's go around the far side of it, as I want to see the sunny side of it. Where is the moon, anyway? Way the hell over there. It's gonna take a while to get to the moon. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, this kind of stuff here. These are killers. These tiny little bits of voxel. You don't see them because, like, they're just this tiny little thing. And so you run into them, but they're static grids, so you just die because your ship explodes. Do I not have a... I do have a hydrol on me, good. Let us get rid of these, because I do not want to run into these. This is just a hazard. Make sure it's all gone. Very good. But We need to find some stuff up here. What? What minerals do we need to find? I'll come back and fix that up later when I attached a drill to the ship, but... Man, those things are annoying. Scary. Don't want to hit them. Let us fly down close. We've turned our ore detector up to maximum range, but we just need to tuck in up here beside the rock. Nothing yet. Maybe down in this little crevasse here. It is on, right? Ore detector is on. It's... Ooh, it might need the antenna on. Oh, that would just be if I was outside and I wanted to broadcast to my suit. If I'm inside, it should show me where things are. Nothing here. Although I think that most asteroids are pretty much mainly iron, if I'm not mistaken. So the core should be iron. Ooh, what's this little bit here? Is this something? Or is that just a... Oh, it's just a little ridgeline in the rock. Oh, I didn't put any lights on this thing. Okay, let's hop out, turn my lights on. There we go. That'll work. But that's definitely something I need to put on here is some spotlights. Because I can't see where the rocks are, and I don't want to run into them. That'd be a horrible way to end the trip. Okay, this rock doesn't look like it has anything. I mean, it's probably got iron in the center of it, but I'm not seeing any other deposits, at least on the outside of it, that are that obvious. Checking our fuel reserves. Oh, we've still got so much fuel. We'll be able to fly up here for days. And plus that time I calculated in the other video, where I was like I could hover for 10 hours. That's if I was constantly putting out thrust. If I'm just sitting here idling, I could pretty much stay up here indefinitely. So as long as I use my thrust correctly, it'll be good. Alright, let's go to another rock. Let's point ourselves in that direction, maybe. What is close by? Also, I want to go away from those beware of trespassing. Let's go opposite direction of them. And let's go... Some of this stuff is actually in planetary gravity, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go to this one. Get up to speed. Then turn off my dampeners and just let myself coast all the way there. Alright, arriving at another rock. Gotta slow down first. And this one's actually in planetary gravity, just slightly. Just that tiny, tiny bit. But let's flip it around here so I can get the major thruster slowing us down. Although, it just means that we have to expend a tiny bit more fuel in order to keep the ship aloft. Not really anything we have to worry about. Ooh, 21 kilometers away, a raiding outpost. That is scary as well. Come on. Ooh, is that a hole? Can we take this thing inside? I want to take this inside. Or is that just a little shadow? Oh, let's see. In we go. Oh, silver, silver, silver. We've got silver, boys. Oh, a nice big patch of silver. Excellent. Okay, let us stop up. We'll GPS this as space. Oh, wait. New from current position. That's what we wanted. Boop. And then we'll name it Space Silver. Hell yes. So now what we need to do is we have the pieces. We've already got it ready. In the... We can grab this for the drill. And we can slap a drill on this somewhere. I think probably best bet would be to take this off the front. I don't really want to do that, though. I could just put the drills back on the bottom like before and just drill that way. I mean, it's space. There's no up and down. So, why not? It should work just fine. Alright, let's get into the cockpit again. We're not going to have that much space for the silver, though, because we've got so much ice taking up our space here. I probably should have deposited some of that ice back on the base, but we'll know that for next time, as we'll know how much we need to take. And then we can just drill into the silver here. Hell yeah. Give me that silver. Take a look here. It's starting to fill up the cockpit. Let's stop there for a moment. It's also filling up the connector. Okay. I'm okay with that fills up the connector. We'll just get basically a load of silver, and then we'll head back to base. We'll deposit it. We'll drop off one of the containers of ice, because realistically, we don't need a whole 2 containers. If we take even just 1 container, it'll give us like 5 hours of flight time. So we're probably fine with just the one. Even we can just even go empty and just do the what's in the H2O2 generator. That could be okay. Oh, we can also fill up the drill too. There's so much extra space here now we've added that drill. And get all this silver and get this processed immediately so we can start building some better stuff. Because we need... okay, there we go. What we need to do is we need to build these shields. So important to build these shields. Hell yeah, get all the silver. That 9 kilometers away. Ooh, Eidolon. And it's heading our way. Ooh, that's not good. If it gets within 5, I'm going to bug out. But for now, we're just going to harvest as much as we can before we have to go. And then I really need to... I think eventually I'm going to have to take that thing off the nose so that we can have this as a dedicated space miner. How are we doing? We got 20,000 there. We got 1,000 there. Okay, I think that's okay for now. What we need to do is go back to the base and then come back to here. So let us come back off. Move away. Point ourselves toward the base. And essentially, we can just turn off our thrusters. And we're in gravity. So we're just going to start to slowly fall into the planet's gravity here without having to expend any energy to do so. But we'll speed it up a little bit. Power towards our base. But we're going to have to watch out as we get closer to the atmosphere, as I don't want to go too fast, as I may burn up, which would not be a good thing. Can these 4 guys slow us down with a full load? Yeah, they can. Alright, that's fine. This'll be fine. All we have to do now is just enjoy our coasting into base. Our first re-entry I think in the future I'll probably cut re-entries out, but for this one, let's keep it in because it's our first. Oh man, so many asteroids to go and explore. Silver was just that first find. But we're going to do a couple little upgrades to this. I think we should slap on a couple lights on it so I can see what's around the ship, as well as some spotlights to see forward, as my little cockpit lights aren't going to be enough. But yeah, get those drills back on the front of it where they probably should be, and get everything else set up. If I need extra slowdown, oh, I got those 3 at the bottom there. I could put thrusters on those, which would help me slow down quite nicely. And it does take a while to get down into re-entry here. Not really gaining speed that quickly. Let's give it a little bit of help here. We got 26 kilometers to go, and we ain't going fast enough. 300 meters per second almost, as we careen towards the ground. Man, that silver was far away. Also, it was several kilometers away from where it's like directly over the base. So, but thankfully, when we go into space in the future, we can just head straight for the deposit that we want, which will be awesome. I can just go straight to the silver, get a full cargo container full of silver, and come back and deposit in the base. Unfortunately, oh, there we go. We're starting to heat up. Let's get some dampeners on here. Oh yeah, we're starting to come down hot. Jeez, that heat started to creep up really fast. Alright, let's flatten out so we can use our big thrusters on the bottom. And we'll continue to fall here. Come on, I just want to go down. I don't want to go forward anymore. We'll just arrest our speed here for a second. Alright, there we go. Now we can get back to just straight falling. Yeah, we don't have to go exactly towards base approach. We can go towards space silver and get it directly. But I think what we'll have to do is we'll have to get something on this for depositing the materials. Something on the nose maybe, where I'll be able to connect to one of the, specifically the mining ship's docking port, because that's one that has the extract all. But I don't want to extract all because I don't want to extract the ice. So I'll probably have to, for the first bit of space mining, I'll have to do it manually. And then I wonder if it would be a good idea... Oh, shit, did I turn my things on too late? I'm not slowing down that quickly. Okay, no, we caught ourselves. If I had left that like another minute or two, or even just like another, say, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, I might have just slammed into the ground there. That would not have been a good thing. But we're back at the base. Night has fallen. We were not able to tell that it was night time outside because we were in space. There is no day and night out there. And day and night assumes a planet. But, oh yeah, coming into land. We'll pull up alongside and plug ourselves in. Oh, there we go. She's a little heavy, but that's okay. She got some girth to her. Come on. There we go. And let us... Okay, look how hard these things are pushing just to hover. My God. We will connect, turn off our thrusters, recharge those batteries, and let's head on into our inventory here. We've got the silver from here. Let us go into our refineries, wherever our refineries may be, and we want to pull that silver directly in and put it as priority for process. And now we can move that from the connector into there, and we have silver. Oh, that is amazing. And take a look here. Field emitters. That's the thing I needed. They need platinum and gold to make field emitters, to make shields. But now that I have silver, I can do stuff like medical components. So I can make another med bay. So that way, if I lose my one base, I can have a backup sort of stuck away somewhere. It is a benefit of having some more materials. What else can we make now with silver? We can make gravity components. Oh, we need gold for that. That's on the moon. We need to get to the moon next. Platinum there. I'm not sure if silver really opens up a bunch of stuff, but at least now we have silver and we found it. And we know that this particular thing doesn't need this much ice. So we can go and drop one of these cargo containers of ice. We'll put it into the large cargo container in the base. Whoop, just another 90,000 ice there. We'll restock and top up. And I think a medium cargo container and an O2 H2 generator full of ice is going to be more than enough. We've got some components here to build various things. So let's pop out. Let's do our upgrades to this thing that we wanted to do. Let's take this little thruster off, as this is where we're going to slap on our drills. Oh, come on. There you go. And we can slap on 3 of them if we wanted to, but for now, I think we're just going to put the 1 on here. That should be enough. Take this one off. We don't need to go and get any more ice. We could. I don't think we need it for it here, but if we're coming in again in the future for entry, I think it would probably be a good idea to put another large hydrogen thruster, probably maybe even right there. Maybe I just want to do that, just to have it there. Just so I have a little bit more downwards thrust to make taking off and such easier. There we go. Grab everything we need for it. Weld it up. Then we need some interior lights and some spotlights, which should be fairly easy. Also, we'll throw a small one there to replace the small one that we removed from the front. And we'll have to put these back on the group. Right now they're wasting a little bit of ice, but it's negligible, so we'll ignore it. Alright, so now we need spotlights. Light. We'll grab interior lights and spotlights. Spotlights really don't need that much stuff, especially the small ones. So we'll just grab everything we need for a bunch of them. Grab everything you need for a bunch of interior lights. And slap some on this thing. I think on the side of the batteries for sure. Right here. That'll illuminate our sides. So we'll be able to see if we drive into an asteroid's area, like inside of an asteroid. We'll be able to see what we're doing. And then for lights, let's go wide with them. Let's stick them out here so we get some nice wide lights. Excellent. Excellent. We have to be very careful when we're with this thing, because if I die in space with this, I have to build another ship to go get it, which is probably not a very good thing. Probably be a little expensive. So we want to make sure we don't do that in the future. But we've got 3 lights on it. We've got the interior lights so we can see around our sides. We've got, yeah, pretty much everything ready to rock. It still got enough time in this episode. I feel like I should go back out there and I should get a bit more of that silver. And why not? Let's pop a couple more things on here because we can. And we want to use those drills out there. We want to get a bunch of silver. And then once we're back with that, we'll call that the video. We don't need to see the ascent and descent again because, you know, we've seen that already. But alright, we got those on there. Let's pop back in here. We got plenty of space now as well. We'll turn our batteries off recharge. We'll turn our thrusters back on, the rest of them at least. We'll disconnect. Next, we got to get some more thrusters. There's the backward thrusters, and there should be a large thruster up. We'll save that to thrusters so that we can disable them all again in the future. And, oh, come on. We need to pull away. There we go. That connector was a little feisty, a little strong there. And we should have enough to aim upwards. Have enough thrust? Yes, we do. Awesome. So I can just point myself towards space silver. And, thrust. And we should get there. Alright. Off we go to space again. We can make a really fast approach on this thing. I was able to hold the thrust all the way out from taking off at the base and just push up until I got to like 500 meters a second and was just able to blast off from the planet. We're still slowing down from it now, actually, as we're almost slipping by our silver here. Alright, there it is. Let's get over to it and get some more. And then maybe do a little bit more prospecting. See what else is up here. As if this thing has silver, hopefully it has some other stuff. And it's got iron in the center of it, that's for sure. Start up our drills. And mine away. Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah. We've got a space miner. I'm almost tempted. I'm not sure if I'd survive the trip, but I'm almost tempted to take this thing, point it in the direction of the moon, and just go and see how far I can make it. Oh yeah, filling up. Because if I can get to the moon, and I could theoretically get some gold, and I could build my shields, I could start getting into some combat without the sort of the fear of losing my entire ship from, you know, a single random bullet. And it would be good. Although I think in the meantime what we're going to have to do is worry about we're going to have to make some armor, maybe some regenerative armor. I'd like to make a ship that had a sort of a bulkhead on the front of it, of like a shield of armor that had a welder behind it so that it could weld up the shield as it took damage, which I think would be pretty cool. Then it would be like I could just take all the hits forever. Let's see, how am I doing for harvesting things? Getting a little bit of stone. I can probably get rid of that stone, but whatever. Can I just throw it out? If I take that and I put it into the connector, can't I just get rid of it? Ah, well, whatever. It's a little bit of stone. It happens. You gather a little bit of stone as you're working. But since there isn't super duper uses for silver, we'll just get a little bit more of it and then fly around the rest of this thing to see what else is up here. Maybe take a little bit of its iron if we can find a way inside. And, oh, that reminds me. we need to go to our lights and interior lights. We need to boost their radius and take down their intensity so that we've got a nice light, a nice gentle light all around us to show us where we are when we go inside stuff. So we can go in here. Oh yeah. Ooh, exploring the depths of an asteroid. It's this kind of asteroid I'd like to build a base inside of. That would be cool. There's a little bit of iron to our bottom here. Yep, right there. Why not? Let's just grab a tiny bit of it. We're here, and we're got drills, and we've got cargo space. So why not just grab a little bit of iron? It is always useful. Our cargo container is just about full. We can also fill up our drills as well. I don't want to get too heavy here. We'll probably want to stop around 50,000 kilos for our ship weight. Yeah, that'll probably be enough for now. And we can head on back to the planet. But if I make a base up here, just barely inside of gravity, it'll mean that I don't have to get a gravity generator if I don't want to. And if I do any mining by hand, the various things will just sort of fall down onto the ground almost. Like if I park the ship, it'll find to hover a bit. I can actually get out and turn off my jetpack here and walk around because there's a tiny bit of gravity. You guys should be like, there's the planet, leap off, and just do a little bit of base jumping in the future. But for now, time to go back. Alright. Aim down towards the base. Give it a burn. And turn off my dampeners. And let's coast the rest of the way down. So, this will take a little bit. We'll catch you guys when I'm landing. Interesting thing I'm noticing here as I'm coming into the base, I can aim down and get a bunch of speed, and then this thing's got a little better flight characteristics than my other things, because probably the size of it. I can aim forward, use that speed to turn into height. I can actually pretty much arrest my falling before I lose that speed and then start falling again. So this thing's got a little bit of flight mechanics to it from those, ooh, I'm starting to flop to the side, am I? From the aerodynamics mod, but there's the base right there. We're heading our way down to it, just a kilometer and a bit away. And we're making sure not to get too fast here, as we don't want to crash into the base, that's for sure. But we got plenty of thrust in the bottom that can slow us down really quickly, so there's not that much worry as we just continue to come down. And there we go. We've pretty much returned to the base. Oh, I love seeing all those little warning lights. That's awesome. We know not to hit those solar panels, that's for sure. Coming in. And right down here in the middle of these two panels is where we want to come on down. There's the welder, just barely being able to see it from its emissives. And right there. And we've coming in for another landing. And before we lock up here, I'd like to check something. I'd like to see how much ice we burnt. We essentially just went to space, gathered some stuff, and then come straight back. Did we even touch our... No, we didn't even touch this. We still have plenty of ice just in the H2O2 generator as... Like, that's 22,000. And if I want to do my little calculation again... So, in total, we can have... let's see here. If we fill this thing out, we'd have 27,000. So 27,000 divided by 5 per second, divided by 60 seconds per minute is 90 minutes of flight time. So an hour and a half with just the ice that's in there. I think that's enough. I think when we go to space in the future, we could theoretically just have the H2O2 generator full and call it good. Then we don't have to worry about having the medium cargo containers in the way, basically. Alright, so let us set this to refineries, and we want to pull all that silver out. Let's set this to silver. A little bit of stone, whatever, a little bit of iron, whatever. Get some silver in here. We'll get everybody processing a little bit of silver. Excellent. Excellent. Get all that stuff processed. But it is the middle of the night here, so we'll do a couple little slight modifications to this. I want to figure out where I can put the connector on it to make it a little bit more sensible. And, yeah. We need to go further afield, further exploring. I need gold, and I think that means a trip to the moon. And that'll be a long trip. That'll be like a couple episodes, like an episode to get there, an episode to... I think an episode to get there and mine a little bit, an episode to get back and see what I do about that mining. That'll probably be that. But for now, we got a new ore. And we got our ship working in space. Oh, it's so great. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and good hunting.